this Deacon club responds here this afternoon. Wake Forest 9-19 overall, 2-15 in conference play. Pitt comes in 12-18 and 4-13 in league action, and the Panthers will have it to start things off here.
Wake Forest has had a lot of success playing man-to-man defense this entire season. Their inability to score the basketball has hurt them, but they're going to play good defense like they did on that first possession.
Yeah, good stop by the Deeks to start things off.
9.
Wake Forest coming in, having lost their last 2 ball games, close one down in Miami. You look at the starting 5, and Conley, Williams, Hines, all seniors getting the nod here today.
And a very much improving freshman, the future Bryant, with Aurora Sorbet.
Spins off the rim there for Hines and come the other way with Pitt. And for Pitt, Marley Washenitz, the only player who started every game for the Panthers this year, all 30 of them, and a bucket inside gets the Panthers on board.
They can be a quick tempo basketball team, and obviously being aggressive today, they want to try to play, and hopefully they can play some more as they're down here in North Carolina, so we may as well continue to play. So you got to be aggressive, and they're doing that early.
Williams tried to squeak it by underneath to Coles, gets it right back. Shot clock still ticking, and under 10 here on this trip. Back inside, pretty drop step and bucket there by Malaya Coles.
So much improvement throughout the last 3 seasons for Coles. Set out a year or 2 ago with the knee injury, but has developed that little drop step, jump hook, a mid-range shot. Does a great job in the low post.
Washenitz drives and kicks. Elmore's 3, too strong. And we will head the other way.
One thing about the lineup you see on the floor, yes, you have some veteran players out there, one youngster, but they've all played together. This isn't one of those senior day moments where you start players that maybe never started a game or maybe never played, and there's a lot of, getting acquainted as you're playing. They're fine now. We've stopped talking about this senior day. You let them play, and they can do some good things. Good. Sorbet has got a great upside as a freshman.
He's really come along as the season has moved along. Minutes have increased and becoming steadier and steadier in running the show here for this Demon Deacon club. Ball deflected, stolen away off the inbounds pass. Panthers will push it the other way. Elmore finds one she likes. Too strong on the backside, and the Deeks will clear it away. Knotted up at 2 here early. Great feed by Williams underneath, but Hines couldn't finish with the left hand. Elise got a hand on it and a turnover. So Wake getting the job done on the defensive end.
This is why you like this Wake basketball team, irrespective of the record. They play really good defense, being in position to do so. That's got to be a block. Oh, no.
Call a charge.
Reagan Conley being a little aggressive and doing something we don't really see Reagan Conley do. Take the baseline and take the shot. Defender, yeah, I think she might have been there. It's a good call. But Reagan Conley, we know, is one of the sweetest jump shots in the ACC. Decided to put it on the floor that time and gets called for the offensive foul.
Torrey Verdi in his 2nd season as the head coach for Pitt. 7 years at UMass, 128 wins there. And trying to turn things around in Pittsburgh, and that's a shuffle of the feet there by Elmore.
Good job there by Conley. After the offensive foul, slides her feet, runs parallel with Elmore, and Elmore took an extra step. Again, this is a Wake Forest team that will play good defense. The problem is being maybe some turnovers, not finishing shots. They've had a couple opportunities earlier, haven't scored out. They've got to be able to score, match the intensity offensively that they're going to get out of Pitt.
Rylie Theuerkauf in the game here. Double team, and she'll kick it all the way out, but there's that turnover. Brooklyn Miles comes away with it. She's got numbers as she swings it to the right side to Elmore, and she, let's see, did a Wake Forest player touch it? I think she did, and so it will be Pitt basketball. Good look at Megan Jebbia, 3rd season at the helm here in Winston-Salem. Would love to close out this regular season with a win here at home today. Touch for Elmore. She's doubled and threw it away.
Great job of Coles. Came with the double team and then able to get there and be the weak side defender.
Conley's three, had a good look at it, wouldn't drop through. Now Mikayla Johnson into the front court with it. Still knotted up at 2.
Cole's doing a nice job in putting enough pressure in the body on Faye. Now, you got to be smart when she gets it.
Yeah, good pass by Faye to find Elmore cutting on the weak side.
That's what we talked about. She can do a lot of things with the basketball in the post. Great hands. 37th assist of the season. You don't think of much as an assist, but always nice passes, smart passes.
And a jump ball. It will stay on this side as Leia Coles was tied up there on the double team.
Pitt's putting a lot of emphasis right now on maybe coming out and contesting jump shots, especially anytime you see Conley with the ball. They ran her off the three-point line that time. And remember, the first possession, she drove the baseline. So she's got to really work hard to be able to get spacing for her shot. She's a really good shooter when she gets her feet set. Nice.
5 to shoot. Nice step through and a bucket by Coles.
I still want a little more snap on that pass, but Coles does a nice job of catching it and finishing.
Ties things up at 4. 3-ball away and good, just like that by Mikayla Johnson.
Unsung assassin, the second leading scorer for this Pitt Panther team. Has had some streaky ball games. Had 5 threes against Virginia, 4 against Carolina and Florida State. So she can get hot early. It was a really good look for her.
Yeah, her 37th made 3 of the season. Near steal by Pittsburgh.
They reset.
Resetting the shot clock. And officials holding up play.
See, they reset it. And it should have been at 20, but I think they went to 30. And then when they stopped play, it was at 18, and that's back in 20. Follow all that. We'll find that in a second. But I saw the official make the motion for a reset. So it's going to be Wake's ball, and it should be either, if they counted the time, it'd be 18 seconds. If not, it would be 28. Okay, 28 seconds, and give it 30. There you go. Change of possession when Pitt had the ball and then threw it, kept it in play. So that's where the possession changed.
Add it all up. Wake has the ball, right?
Good news, bad news. You got more time than you got the ball back.
Three by Conley. Had another good look. Tip back, but right into the hands of Elmore and Pitt. Panthers with possession up by 3. This is Johnson. Mid-range jump shot. And another possession for Pitt off the offensive rebound.
Nice rebound that time by Elmore. They take their time and run their set, try to clear it out to Faye.
Yeah, they find Faye down low. She draws the foul, and we'll have a couple free throws coming up just underway here in Winston-Salem. Panthers.
Like you said, she can pass the ball. Obviously, is a great rebound. There's a nice touch and makes plays. And here's the thing I really like about her. She will battle you for 40 minutes. And if she's not getting the basketball, she wants to be an asset with her team another way. So you can see very impressive her last 9 ball games.
Knocks in 1 of 2 from the line. She's got 3 here early as Pitt leads by 4.
So far, Pitt 3 of 7 shooting the ball. Wake 2 of 6. Pitt's got the 1 3-pointer. Wake's got none. And the thing that really concerns you, 4 turnovers for the Deacs, but also 4 for Pitt.
Elise Williams looking for that first 3. Panthers will fire one. Spins in and out. Offensive rebound by Johnson. Underneath is Faye and lays it in right on cue.
They just moved the basketball, ran in transition, tried to go to the other side and find Miles, and she missed the shot. And did a great job of keeping it alive. Second chance opportunity, third chance opportunity. Khadija Faye gets her hands on it. She's going to score.
Rylie Theuerkauf along the left side goes glass, spun out, and she had a good look at it.
Wake Forest cannot continue to have empty possessions.
Getting some good looks. Ball's just not following in right now. Miles off the screen, yep.
This is where they hurt you. They run the clock down and they get a nice shot or a second chance opportunity. They got the shot.
Yeah, 3 by Johnson. Had a good, clean look at it and absolutely drained it. Her second made 3.
Like you said, a couple of weeks ago against UVA, she's been on the road shooting the basketball. And Wake has got to understand they've got to play team defense today. And that means you've got to lock in on everybody and then box out. Because if they miss, and they're not missing right now, good things are happening for them.
Marley Washenitz just came down firing, and Khadija has seen enough here in Winston-Salem.
This is off misses. You know, and they run a little secondary break. Washenitz, a very solid perimeter shooter, knocks down there. That was Johnson. Here's Washenitz, same thing, same spot basically. One's right-handed, that one's left-handed. But again, nothing but the bottom of the net. And what did you see on both of those shots? There was a lot of space there for you to get the shot. And obviously, you get on a little run. Megan Jebby says, "Ho, I've seen enough. I have seen enough. Let's stop and talk."
Washenitz with a team-high 40 made threes coming into this game, and was watching her pregame in that same spot where she came down and pulled up and made that last 3-pointer. She was just firing 3 after 3 after 3 from that spot in warm-ups. Obviously an area she likes. Now for Wake Forest, you got to find a way to get a good look and pay it off here.
You got to score, yeah. You got to score, and the bigs have got to be active. Both Nail, Hines, and Coles are inside.
Right off the foot of Hines, and she was trying to make a move.
Slap down in it. Got to be strong with the ball.
Miles sweeps through off the glass, and a whistle. Foul will go on Aurora Sorby.
We talk so much about all the perimeter players in the ACC, and obviously there's some great ones. NC State, to Notre Dame, to Duke, you know, UVA. They cannot forget about Maura Johnson up in Virginia, but Miles is a very unsung player. Averages about 5 points a game. He's got about 100 assists. He just does all the little things and creates tempo. And you think back to 2 possessions ago, she was the one that was telling him, run the ball down the floor, and then in reverse it, she was on that weak side for the jumper. I like her demeanor. I like the way she plays basketball. And right now, she's in groove, and so are the Pitt Panthers.
Leading by 14.
For Wake Forest, even though you're trying to control tempo, Scott, you've got to move a little bit. You've got to move a little quicker tempo to get a shot. You can't be one and done. 10 on the clock.
Williams wants the ball back, 7 to shoot. She'll try to do it herself, glides in and finishes.
Nice job there by Elise Williams.
Much needed hoop for the Deeps. Washenitz had it poked away, but right to a teammate. And hold-up play underneath the basket. Looks like Wake Forest, Demira Hines is shaken up as she's going to walk towards the bench slowly. And sub out as the training staff will get a look at her. Yeah, you see just inadvertently there, Washenitz's hand just followed through off the play, and so she'll sub out.
She got hit in the face. A couple of games ago. That's going to be an offensive foul.
Yeah, good defense there by Sorby to hold her ground, and Miles just leaned right into her.
But off a quick cut that time. We talked about Miles and their decision making. Had the basket cut, gets underneath, and just kind of leans a little bit. Watch this. Nice pass there in the post, doubling up the post. You forget the weak side, and there you see it lean the shoulder. Just a little bit.
Also back for the Panthers, 15,
Khadija Faye will come back in for for Pitt as Big subs out. 1:20 left to go here in the first.
And they've got Johnson guarding Elise Williams. She's got length, and they'll switch on that if they need to. They did. So you've got to look away. Look away and then get her back involved.
Williams trying to do it herself, and she's hit 2 straight buckets now.
That's what they were trying to do a second ago and bring her to the top.
And a steal by Williams. Little stop and go off the glass. Missed it, though. Theuerkauf underneath. She's fouled and will head to the line to shoot 2.
Wonderful decision that time by Williams to get in the passing lane, steal the pass, take it strong, missed a shot. But Rylie Theuerkauf, who has really been playing some good basketball, 10 of 11 games, double figures, has just really shown her stuff as a sophomore. There for the follow.
You see Theuerkauf's numbers, and he's averaged 16 points over the last 9 ball games. And what a spark she has become for this Demon Deacon club.
Early in December, she kind of...
Steal taken away by Conley. Sorbet on the break, drops it off to Williams.
Great job defensively. Reagan Conley gets the deflection. The ball goes their way. Passes by Sorbet. Williams gets the lip. That's the team defense that Wake Forest has got to exhibit to win this basketball game.
You know, the pressure has caused some problems for Pitt. Battle in now, and Miles on the bench. The Deeks have cut the lead to 5. And a traveling violation on Faye underneath.
You've got to continue to mirror the basketball. In other words, when the ball goes in the air, you've got to have your hands in the air. Nice, easy cut for Faye. She didn't put it to the floor. She could have scored, but she puts it down. It's caught with the travel. These in this quarter solid, Scott, if they want to, and really kind of give themselves some momentum, a score of 5.
Here's Theuerkauf, 4 to shoot, steps back, lets it ride, had a chance, and falls off the front iron. But after Pitt leads by double digits, a late flurry by the Deeks. We'll head to the second quarter. 18 Williams, 7 of Wake Forest, 13 points here so far.
Wake Forest turned up the defensive pressure, 5 steals in that quarter, and found themselves back in this basketball game. And it's got tightened up a few things, get a rebound, and you can have some success today. Elise Williams doing a great job of being the leader that she's been all season long.
Little hesitation, tried to drop it off to Coles, and turned it over instead as Miles now quickly into the front court. And in the post, Mira Hines, a little too aggressive, trying to get in front of Faye, and picks up the foul.
If I'm Hines and Coles, who are going to be the primary defenders for Wake Forest against her, you've got to defend her different ways. You got to be physical sometimes maybe front her, sometimes play behind and inside post. They try to double her up just then, but they've got to keep her guessing as to where you are, so she's not comfortable getting defensive position. This is a nice job right there behind, a little bit of a side front as the ball moves.
Washenitz with 4 to shoot, can't break free, now goes to the runner and hits it right as the shot clock expires.
Yeah, and Hines did a nice job defensively, but caught herself in a rock between the hard place, because if she goes up and contests the shot, she's going to dump it off. If she stays back, she does exactly that, makes the mid-range shot. It's hard enough to have to guard Khadija Faye. Don't have to guard somebody else, too, going there.
Conley looking for the 3 to drop, wouldn't fall for her. 0 of 3 from beyond the arc as Johnson makes one right on cue for Pitt.
That looks so smooth and easy from this angle. Mikayla Johnson from Anchorage, Alaska, played her first year in Colorado and has come to Pitt and really become a marksman from the 3-point range.
Just like that, the Panthers push the lead out to 10. Coles, nowhere to go, still forces it up, goes after her miss and nearly got it back. Or check that was Hines going after it. Good hustle by her, but Pitt will get it and go the other way. Rory Sorbet checks in for Theuerkauf for Wake Forest.
Pressure here, a little 2-2-1. See, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to try to 2-2-1 them all the way and speed them up. Oh, it's a tough call.
Yeah, trying to draw a foul and successfully does so with 2 Deeks around her.
I like the 3-quarter court pressure at a full court 2-2-1. Slows them down. but you have to commit yourself to running the floor and getting back and then finding shooters, because all this does is speed up just enough that they'll take those quick three-pointers or get a big run of the floor in transition. So again, Wake Forest has got to be very connected defensively in any defense, but especially in some three-quarter court or half-court pressure.
Faye 2 of 4 from the line now. Pitt on a 6-0 run to start the second quarter. Shuffled her feet. Her efforts to make a move to the basket. So kind of like the first quarter started off for Wake, a little bit slow, and Pitt taking advantage of it.
Well, Pitt's doing a nice job, Scott, of taking away those inside looks. And the perimeter people are watching as opposed to moving. Nice little pick and roll. And what did we talk about, Faye? Great hands in traffic, able to finish strong.
The lead is now 13 for the Panthers. Let's see. The foul is going to go against Pitt underneath.
Watch this little screen action there. Nice pass, she caught it, knew there was going to be contact. Conley comes over just a little late, getting between the two defenders, and she's able to score easily. Then there was a great battle on the other end between Faye and Hines, and finally saw Hines kind of hit back, and they got the foul on Faye. I like that little action in the post.
Drive off the mark by Conley. They'll battle underneath. Stick back comes up short. Love the effort by Hines. One more try, and Sorby now will just wait for Elise Williams to come into the front court.
Love the effort by Hines. Absolutely. Just saw her be very aggressive there.
Shot clock becoming a factor, and Washenitz comes and steals it away, but then turnover gives it right back to Wake. Just under 7 to go here in the second, and you see Wake Forest has turned it over already 3 times. That's led to some of these opportunities by the Panthers. Deeks inside, operating, and with the left hand spins out for Hines. And again, you love the effort, the continued effort on the offensive glass for Wake to get additional possessions, just have not been able to convert here. Wake still looking for their first points here in the second quarter. Again, posting up. Coles underneath. Missed it. Comes back. Missed it again. One more opportunity out. And now Wake will reverse it over to Williams. Ball's been on this side of the floor for a couple minutes, it seems like. And finally, Wake Forest pays it off as Hines lays it in.
Again, stationary to just move.
They really got down the court quickly, but unable to finish it off. And then a foul on Pitt on the rebound will go against Mikayla Johnson.
I'm not sure if I told, maybe I did tell you this, but
please do.
I know it was somebody else. I met Hines' grandmother at the last basketball game. Wonderful lady, and the whole family, you know, but I got a chance to talk to her and things, motivation, everything. And I don't know what's happened in the last couple of possessions, but maybe she saw her grandmother, or she thought about something grandma said, because she has been playing possessed basketball the last couple of possessions, being very physical, very active, and very talkative in playing.
Grandparents have a way of pulling out the best in you.
Mom used to be a college tennis player back in the day.
Johnson's three, they'll wave it off. And she's a little in disbelief, but shuffled her feet on the catch.
Seeing more and more, that's become maybe a mid-season emphasis, along with the celebrations and the whatnot that you see after a made basket sometime, but seeing a lot more, or maybe they're just calling it now a little bit more than we've seen in the past.
Wake with a chance to cut this lead down to single digits with a bucket. Williams, nice feed and a great cut. Conley unable to convert Comes Pitt again, leading by 11. They led by as many as 14 in their first quarter. Lead was 5 at the break. They've been on the roll here to start the second. And a whistle against Wake Forest.
Wake Forest foul charge to number 5, Cole.
Well, Pitt loses the basketball to Scott on the dribble handoff, and Wake does a nice job of getting the steal. But then in conversion, what we just finished talking about, mirroring the basketball, Pitt player gets their hands up, gets a deflection, new clock, Pitt gets the basketball, and all is good in the world in Pittsburgh right now.
Cole's just picked up her second, and the 3 ball drops in for Elmore.
And another one of those bigs that can knock down threes. Her 36 threes. She's 3rd best on the team. You've got Washenitz, you've got Johnson, and you've got Elmore. And 2 of those are what you consider 3-4-5 players, but they can score from the outside.
Williams had it blocked the first time, sticks after it, and earns a whistle, so she'll have some free throws coming up. But it's been all Pitt here in the second in Winston-Salem.
Good for 40.
9 points, 5 rebounds for Johnson. As a team, Pitt is 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. And keep in mind, they only make about 6 on the season. And so they are shooting well here in the first half.
Well, they're getting some nice looks, and you can see every time Johnson's been able to get a shot, she's had some space.
Yep.
And Wake's got to do a better job of getting up and contesting that shot, making her a 2-point shooter as opposed to a 3-point shooter. And I loved it off the keep. She kept it, found her spot, and buried it.
Yeah, excuse me, 5 of 10 from 3, I should say. I gypped him for 1.
2-2-1.
Getting 10-second violation, so towards the end of the first quarter, Wake Forest turned up the pressure full court more, some trapping, and was able to turn the quarter around a little bit. Let's see if they do it again here, trailing by 12. Sorby drives in, she'll kick it, Theuerkauf 3 away, got it to go.
Excellent job that time running your offense. Came off the double screen. You not stop, you score. If not, you kick back to a flat shot on the week, and you get that, and Sorby's ready to go for the pass. And Rylie Theuerkauf is not going to disappoint when she's wide open.
Faye puts it on the deck and is fouled by Hines, and back to the line she will go.
That's Demira's
Second of the game on Demira Hines, and the 14th foul on Wake Forest.
You like the fact that Hines contested the shot. Actually got a piece of it. He tried some body too. But also you got to remember and look at this, the film and the scouting report. She was going to her left. She was going to left. So that made it a difficult shot. So you get your hands up and you contest. You don't foul. And that way, you know, she may miss that shot because it's an awkward shot for her. But Faye scores so well inside. But I understand you contest it. But you still want to pick up a foul against a player like that early in a basketball game. She needs every foul to battle her inside.
Lead back to 11 off the made free throws. Sorby curling, will go all the way in off the glass, and a nice bucket.
Nice
by
shot.
the freshman.
Yes, it was.
Nearly turned it over. Faye runs it down, shot clock under 10. Tries to split the double team. Will scramble for it. Deeks come out of the pack with it.
Again, great hustle that time by Hines. They've got numbers.
Theuerkauf drives it. Can she finish? Yes, she can.
Go down on the floor, scramble for a loose ball, push it, get the numbers, get a layup out of it.
Crowd's starting to get into it a little bit now. Wake has cut the Pitt lead down to 7. Wide open in the corner, missed this time by Johnson. There on the offensive glass is Faye, and she will go back to the free throw line.
Watch this, get the ball down the floor, and then good decision. That's that drive inside. Faye's nowhere to be seen, so there's not a shot blocker there. Make the other player attack and stop, and that's a good decision by Rylie to get the basket.
And so Faye will go to the line, and this will be her 7th and 8th attempts already here in the first half. She came into the game having attempted 205 on the season, team high. Shoots 71% from the line, but has missed a couple here today.
Started her career at Texas Tech and then went over to Austin and played 2 years at UT, where she averaged about 4 points and about 4.5 rebounds. And now finishing up her season at Pitt, and wow, has she been just a great addition to this team.
Push off on Theuerkauf. She's Washenitz to the deck.
Take a look here. Boom, as a push there, didn't get that one. And just enough. Had to call it, but you can see the arm flex. But
great hustle there by Hines in the passing lanes to get the steal. Deeks will try to push it now the other way. Conley sets up Theuerkauf in the corner. They'll close out on her. She'll still drive it into traffic and whistled for an offensive foul. So back-to-back offensive fouls on Rylie Theuerkauf.
All right, let's take a look. Boom, goes down. I got bumped into that hard of that, you know, trying to get some food in Baltimore the other day. No, that's not.
Tough one there against the Deeks. 30-second timeout here on the floor, and you see Theuerkauf still in a little disbelief, as is the entire Wake Forest bench here.
But now you got to understand, Hines has got 2, Theuerkauf's got 2. Okay, so that's the breaks. I thought the defender probably had her hands down, so she wasn't guarding verticality, and I think she also kind of backed up a little bit. There was space, but it was what it was.
Take a look at what Pitt has done this year. 12 wins, the most since the 16-17 season. And back-to-back ACC wins, the first time since 2022-2023. Faye, as we talked about, has been outstanding, and then a huge comeback against SMU. So they've been making strides in just about every category this year under Coach Verdi. And there's Faye fouled again underneath, and the Wake Forest players starting to get a little frustrated, as Theuerkauf has now picked up her third in what, about a minute or so?
Yeah.
And so she'll have to sub out.
And maybe the first foul was deserving. The second one I don't think was, and that third one I think was probably deserving, coming over from the weak side and the size advantage, and you stop the player inside, just got height and scores. And they'll probably call that foul. Faye once again misses the first.
11 points in the first half for Faye, who you got to believe is going to be on the all-conference team in some form, just the way she has played all year long.
It'll be interesting to keep up with those. A lot of people you got to think about that, you know. Louisville, obviously that crew up in Notre Dame. NC State's got 2 or 3 candidates. Duke's got 2 or 3 candidates. Virginia's got 1 for certain, maybe 2. Georgia Tech's got 2, maybe 3. And there's a 3 right on cue for Reagan Conley.
Much needed 3 for Connolly, who's had a couple good looks, and good to see that one knocked home. And yeah, good hands there in the front row. Saved you, Stan. You were looking the other way.
I was all ready for the ball, but he grabbed it instead. So hey, that's what, I guess that's the benefit of being on the front row.
33-27, 140 left to go in the half. Faye, great post up underneath, and pays it off.
Excellent job there, just clearing the side and then just making a perfect bounce pass. I was talking about this the other day at a ball game. We don't see good bounce passes much anymore. That was a nice pass by Miles and a better finish by Khadija Faye.
It's a lost art how to feed the post, and there's a 5-second violation and another turnover.
Watch this. Gets at a good angle. See, she's giving her a side, and she throws it right to that spot. And Faye had blocked off the defender with her body. All you got to do is put the ball right there. That's a nice play, a nice pass. And really, if you look at it, totality of the offensive set, that's a great set. Clear a side, let your best ball handler go to that side, and then post up.
Miles checks out. Erin Battle, sophomore from New Jersey, back on the floor for Pitt. She's got it right here.
Got some quickness. She gives you another dimension when they have Miles out of the ball game. Real speed, physical guard.
Johnson breaks free in the corner, but airmailed the three. Here's Williams ahead to Sorby. Inside pass to Hines. Steps through the double team, gets it back, and finishes.
I love the fact that she jump stopped on both feet and took her time in the post. Missed the first one, but there to get the second.
Johnson, great feed again inside to Faye, who's beating everyone down court and getting great position.
Well, you see what I was talking about the pressure. You've got to be committed to it. You've got to get back. And Faye's just running the floor, and they feel their guards are quick enough to either beat pressure with the pass or beat it with their legs, and then she's going to beat the big down. She got 13 so far, I think.
16.
16,
now.
my bad.
Williams glides, can't finish it. And the rebound down to Faye. 7 seconds left here in the half. Pitt with an opportunity. Elmore takes it all the way in, had it rejected by Hines, who comes up big on the defensive end.
Remember a week ago, Wake Forest in that same position, and a buzzer beater against Miami kind of destroyed all their hopes. Meanwhile, Pitt was winning. That's a great start for the second half for the Deeks.
Yeah, go right inside to Hines, who pays it off. Cuts the lead down to 6. Faye draws all kinds of white jerseys, but goes right through them.
How many times have we seen players get the ball in a low post area like that and not have the strong move right to the middle? The defenders aren't there quick enough, and she's able to score. That was just a nice move.
Williams pulls up, pulls the string on it a little bit. Flashing to the corner as Washenitz had a notion. She'll go inside to Faye, always a safe bet. Spins and scores again.
And we talked about the different ways you got to guard her. They play behind her. She turns one way. You side front her, she steps through.
4 quick points to start the second half for Khadija Faye, who's got 20 now. And miscommunication between Sorby and Hines, and tossed it right to the bench.
Maybe, I like some of the posts at Notre Dame. Prosper does a nice job. Timpson at Florida State. I mean, my goodness, she's a double-double machine also, and catches and scores inside. But she scores her baskets a little differently than you see out of Faye. Faye really works for the position. There's Hines getting pushed and shoving. But when she gets the ball, she's a really quick move. She's physical with it, and then she's throwing a little finesse. And again, you're right. I'll be very interested to see where she lands on the all-conference team. She could be a dominant performer. She's doing so right now to begin the second half.
Pass deflected. Williams nearly ran it down.
See, that was what I was talking about earlier on, and mirroring the ball, get your hands up, make it difficult to make that post entry, help your back line out, and Elise Williams again, and she's going to finish her career in the top 10 in steals as well as assists, and about 1,500 points as well. So she has had an awesome career there at Wake Forest. Elise Williams, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Blocked underneath by Faye. Pitt by 10 with possession. Swing it, and Elmore shuffle her feet to give it right back.
Possession to Wake Forest.
Williams looking to post up. Pass goes right by her, and Wake Forest just struggling after that initial basket. They're just turning it over now.
Remember we saw the Miles to Khadija Faye post up in the bounce pass. That was the right error, but she's got to give her some room. She let her, but then there was a little bit pushing and shoving in there, and she lost the bounce, couldn't get it.
I think the Wake defender got a piece of that.
Yeah.
3 by Elmore, so stay on this center of the floor, keep the shot clock at 11 for the Panthers, leading by 10.
Same intensity now for Wake Forest, 11 on the clock. How did they get the ball to Faye? Faye gets a touch and everything else goes well. She's in screen roll action.
Johnson pulls up, free throw line, jump shot's no good. Faye just climbs right over Sorby, but unable to finish.
Sorby was getting ready to grab the rebound, and all of a sudden, shoot, somebody comes in there and takes it away. Nice, there's your double.
And the Deeks continue to be their own worst enemy here right now in the start of this third quarter.
That was a great decision as far as you saw the double team just face up, and you had the backside there, and that ball just got away, like you said, from Sorby. So again,
skip it over to Elmore. She'll drive in, goes glass, and finishes.
I like Elmore, the transfer from Clemson. 6'3", 6'4", athletic. Put it to the floor.
Williams works off a screen, and she had it blocked. Coming over to help defensively was Faye. Talked so much about her offense, but she had 66 blocks coming into this game. And
screen. Gets in there, and there's the block. And watch this at the end. No, no, no. Rest in peace to Kimbe Mutombo, but they're going to talk to you about that in this game these days. Can't do that. Official said, hey, stop that right now.
Good position underneath on that trip by Hines, and draws a whistle against Pitt underneath. It will go against Mikayla Elmore, her second and the first in the quarter against Pitt. Can't squeak it inbounds to Hines, and the Deeks will try it again here. And a whistle off the ball against the Panthers. Against Elmore, who now has 3 for Pitt. She'll stay in the game. Quick catch and shoot 3. Missed there by Conley. Wake Forest just with 2 points here to start off this third quarter, and Pitt finding rhythm on the offensive end, and good things happen when you go inside to Faye.
There were 3 definitely, maybe a 4th coming. White shirts around Faye as she was working her magic in the paint. And again, once she gets that position that's that close to the basket, the best thing to do if you're not a good leaper is to just hold your position. Hands up, make her shoot over you. Maybe the shot becomes a little more difficult. But coming down on her is not going to be good for you.
Well, Faye is shooting her. Faye is shooting, Stan, her 11th and 12th free throws of the game as a team. Wake Forest is just 4 of 4 from the line.
But when you have an active physical post like Faye, you know, that's something you work with all the time. Make sure that they can shoot their free throws. Those are good looks. It's just, you know, a little too hard both times. I'm not mad at her because she goes to the line a lot, but if she can make free throws, you get people in foul trouble and you're making plays. You got to love that.
She's 6 of 12 at the line.
It's a lot of free throws
this afternoon. Yeah. Sorby swings it around. Williams 3. Rebound. Deeks underneath by Hines. She's fouled, and we'll head to the strike.
And Hines says 2 can play that post game. Shot long on the weak side. Hines gets the rebound. Goes up strong with 2 hands, and Faye fouls her.
And Faye will check out. Coming in will be Audrey Biggs, freshman. So here's Hines, a redshirt senior from Douglas, Georgia, at the line. And free throw shooting is something that has really improved throughout her career. It's at 37%, and then this year worked on it, and is at 63%. So love what she has done to improve her craft. Didn't get those to drop in, but there's a violation, and
both of those shots were just a little too strong. So bend your knees and just extend. That's all she's got to do. If she just takes her time right now, the form is there. It's just too long. Go straight up and straight down. There you go. That'll cost you $15, $20.
Coach him up, Steve.
Hey. Let me work with you.
Johnson with a wild shot, and Wake Forest will secure it. Now, can they pay it off here on the other end with under 6 to go in the third? Williams in transition, tried to loop it. She does get it to Hines, and unable to secure it, throws it into the backcourt. And so Wake Forest trying to play with some tempo, and Coach Jebbia just looking on, ever calm on the sidelines. And Wake, 4 turnovers here in this third quarter.
But the ball was where? In the black. It was in the paint. And you got nothing out of it. That's a missed opportunity.
Last touch by Wake along the baseline. Here's Washenitz. Off the screen. Drives and kicks. Johnson, 3 is good.
Been loving that corner all afternoon long, Scott.
Fourth made 3 here this afternoon for Johnson. 46-32 Pitt. Theuerkauf back in the game. Her jump shot's off the mark. And now Miles turns up the tempo. Looking for Johnson. Williams presses out on her. Swinging around. Elmore, jump shot no good. Here comes Wake. Conley stops, pops, in and out, no good. Sorby had a hand on it. And down to Pitt.
Second cutter. Try to look for the reverse or the post up. Where's Johnson right now?
Washenitz and Williams really going at it, and the officials have seen enough, and they'll get Elise Williams for being a little too aggressive out there on the perimeter. Deeks looking for some offense here in the third. Double-digit leads in each quarter, and then Wake has been forced to come back, and Pittsburgh shooting 4 of 9 here so far, and Wake just 1 of 8. Pitt was up by 8 at the half, and you see they lead it here now by 14.
Both teams have a lot of turnovers. Pitt has 16, Wake has 18. Pitt has 10 assists on 16 field goals. The Deeks 7 assists on 12 field goals. So ball value and getting the right shooter to basketball is so very important in this ball game.
1 on the shot clock as Elmore just does get it away. Wake gets a stop. Theuerkauf tries to answer with a 3. Too strong, and last touched by Pitt's Marley Washenitz.
Mara Hines just went up strong, similar to what we saw earlier on the Faye rebound. Grabbed that ball with 2 hands to lead the break. Now with 10 rebounds.
See Faye back in the lineup for Pitt. Theuerkauf nowhere to go on that one. Quick hands by Sorby to deflect it out of bounds to end that fast break. And Theuerkauf checks out for Wake Forest. Malaya Coles comes in, redshirt junior from Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Quick touch pass out to Washenitz. Didn't like the look, goes back inside. And guess what? Faye is headed back to the free throw line.
Demon Deacons foul charge to 25.
Scott, you know, it's the little things. Watch this. Watch this. Post up, faced up. But before that, she caught the ball and got rid of it quickly. All she did was reposition herself a little lower. And there wasn't anything Hines could do about it because she was playing behind her. But that's what I'm talking about the understanding how to play in the post and to be quick with her decisions. Got rid of the ball, repositioned, then able to make her move, and now she goes to the free throw line, shooting 2. Just a remarkable clinic being done by Khadija Faye in 10 feet in.
They're trying to get Hines out of the game, I think, too, Stan. She's got 4 fouls now. 7 points and 10 rebounds. She's had a good
played
game.
so well, you know, as far as defending. She's had a tough task.
Williams, long-range 3, did everything except go in, spun around and popped out.
Is this on Hines?
Let's see.
Wow.
So hot, Kayla Elmore for Pitt with 3. But Wake Forest now with Hines out will bring in Kennedy Moore, 6'2" freshman, entering the game for the first time this afternoon.
Moore has had some moments. Young, got some length, and was a high school high jumper. Is a really good athlete. And so, you know, she's going to get a lot of minutes here. I want to see Madison George, who is not getting a lot of minutes right now because of rotation. They're big enough and athletic enough. They can make some plays. But Elise Williams, so don't forget about me.
Yeah, Williams recognizing they got to get something going, taking it upon herself there. The great drive by Mikayla Johnson.
The transition game, the secondary break, whatever you want to call it, very good for Pitt today.
Williams fires another. Sorby down with the rebound. 51-34 Panthers. Five to shoot. Sorby on her own, had it blocked away at the last moment there by Faye. And shot clock violation.
Watch this. Just a nice little block, minus the finger wet.
And her 4th block of the game. Elmore to Faye. It's been a winning combination. If she hasn't scored, she's drawn a foul.
I like that set that time. Make a pass and flash her all the way up beyond the top of the key area. Does the defender go with you or not? And once you reverse it, you know the weak side dive is there. And that's exactly what they do. They just find different ways to get the ball in Khadija Faye's hands. See, that time she used a little more, bend the knees a little bit and finished. You can usually tell how the shot's going by how it release point. That's going to be good.
9 of 16.
Did I call that quick enough?
You did. 9 of 16 from the line for Faye. And the lead is 19 now for Pitt.
And they're going right at the shot blocker, but the mistake is there's not a lot you can do about it, but you're letting her see the basketball. And as you're going up for the shot, which you should do, you go up. But Faye sees it, and so she's got a great vision to block the shot. You got to go at a shot blocker right at your body.
Coles just lost it out of bounds. Might have been thinking about the shot before she actually brought it into her hands. And Pitt with a big third quarter here to open it up. Johnson double teamed, and she'll get a timeout here with 1:40 left to go in the third. Again, the Panthers with a win today and a loss by Miami. Miami will play at Cal later this afternoon. And with that combination, Pitt will be into the ACC tournament in Greensboro and grab that last spot. And Khadija Faye is doing everything she can on her part to control what Pitt can control, and that's a win here today.
Win the game, and then they got to wait. You got to wait. West Coast wait. And man, you know what? Everybody was wondering the great schools that came into the ACC and SMU and Cal and Stanford, but all three of them, basketball-wise, men and women, have stepped up and had some great moments. And so, though it's a lot of travel for both, you know, I think they've done a great job in enhancing the power of the ACC. Too easy. But not much you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? You play behind her. She's got great footwork, and she doesn't mess around when she gets the ball in the post. Elevates well and scores. And there's that side front we were talking about.
Flicks it out of bounds. She had 25 points and 10 rebounds in the loss at Syracuse, and has 25 and 7 with a whole nother quarter left to play here today.
Season high 28 against NC State not long ago, so she could be making something happen in what could potentially be her last game.
Miller's jump shot is good. Like that from the freshman who just checked in, and there's Faye running the floor, beat everyone down court, and a nice hit ahead for the easy layup.
Jibby didn't like that. There's no way the big could be into the basket or in the paint and outrun the entire team. She did.
Pushes the lead out to 21. Conley from the corner, the three is good.
Good to see her get a jump shot here in front of the Lawrence Joel crowd one more time. I love her shot.
Senior knocks it in. About 9 seconds will separate game clock and shot clock as this third quarter comes to a close.
How are they going to play this?
With a three from Johnson, I guess, huh?
Man, Johnson just didn't hesitate a bit. In rhythm on the wing and knocked down her fifth three.
Stolen away by Faye as this quarter comes to a close. Elmore gets it away and almost dropped in.
Supposed to get personal highs. Faye needs one more point. We had 28 against State, like we said earlier.
Johnson wants another one.
Johnson had made that. That had been her personal best for the season on threes. She's made 5.
She's so fluid on the catch.
Oh, yeah,
She's
I like her jump shot, too.
Great defense there by Washenitz. Gets the steal. Johnson lost it on the bounce, gathers it, flips it in for 2.
Long, fluid, smiling right now, having a lot of fun. The game is easy for her.
Williams splits the defenders. 2 more come at her. She'll toss it to Theuerkauf. Missed the 3. Washenitz down with the rebound. He's had a real steady game for Pitt. Not flashy. Plays good defense. Knocks down an open look. It comes her way.
Yeah, we talk so much about the ball handler than Miles, but Washenitz came in with 70+ assists, so she makes good decisions. She makes that one. Weak side, boom, there you go.
There's Faye. You have to come over to help. You leave Faye open, and she just cleans it up.
But she's so quick to the basketball.
It's her 17th double-double she's got here. She's tops in the league. And has been outstanding here today. Theuerkauf drives in, lost it on the way up. Foul on Pitt. And send Rylie to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, there's some players that can will you to win or will you to get a shot. You can see Rylie Theuerkauf's determination. She was going to get that off, send everybody away, was giving instructions, saw the opening down the middle, knew she might get hit. We said, that's worth it. Let me go to the free throw line.
She's really been on a tear. We talked a little bit about it. 10 of the last 11 games, she's been in double figures. Has averaged 16 over the last 9 games, and how she has come into her own this last stretch of games can only help going into the offseason, and then as you look ahead here in Winston-Salem.
Without a doubt. And she went into her prep school mode right after Thanksgiving, and she scored over 2,100 points in high school and hadn't disappointed. She said, okay, this is what I used to do. Let me get back in that rhythm.
Kick ball. And Pitt will trigger it here, 8:05 left to go. Big third quarter by the Panthers. If you're just joining us, they outscored Wake 23-10 to really open this one up. As Washenitz drives in, draws a foul on Malaya Coles. And for Coles, that is her fourth. Remember, Hines fouled out. About 3.5 to go in the third. Here's the junior, Washenitz, shoots 66% from the line, leaves the first one short. Subbing in for Wake will be Madison Jordan. Sophomore coming in here for the first time. Whistle off the ball, and that will go against Pitt as Marley Washenitz picks up the foul. That is her third. 65-41, Pitt in control here on the road. Panthers 3-8 in league contests away from home. Sorby pounds away, kicks it out. Moore had a notion, 7 to shoot. She'll drive it in, little runner, hangs, falls off. And a couple free throws coming up now for Kennedy Moore.
Thought Moore may have panicked when the defender Johnson came out there, but got her control, recognized she had the middle of the floor and it was a one-on-one, put it on the floor and go downside and try to score. You look at this team for Wake Forest right now, other than Elise Williams, all those players are underclassmen. 2 sophomores, 2 freshmen. So, though this is not the season you wanted, you're going to miss out on some things. Now you have to start futuring for next year. Start planning for next year on the court. And they need the experience. I understand the speed of the game, the strength of the game, what you have to do to try to win basketball games. So make this 7 minutes and 15 seconds count if you're Wake Forest.
Washenitz goes to the right hand there. 67-42 Pitt.
She's tough.
3 by Jordan is off the mark. Theuerkauf runs it down in the corner. Goes in, draws contact, and a chance at a 3-point play.
As soon as the defender came over and connected with Rylie, you knew it was going up and it was going to be good. She loves contact. Watch this. Runs the rebound down. Might have got away with a hook right there, but you reach. Miles does. There's the contact, and we'll go to the free throw line. Actually, it's Mikayla Elmore with the foul.
4 now on Elmore. And she will sub out for Pitt. Coach Verdi will bring in Audrey Biggs.
But at this stage of the ball game, her 4th foul is not as big as having Coles with 4 fouls. Especially when you've got Khadija Faye on the court.
Yeah. Miles all the way in, drops it off. Pretty pass to Biggs.
Again, the speed, recognition of what's going on by Miles. You penetrate. Once she beats that front line, it doesn't matter what she's going to do, shoot it or make the pass.
Nothing easy for Wake.
Watch this. Comes out, looks, no looks, freezes the defender, and you've got to sprint all the way down to the bucket, to the ball. Really nice position pass.
Williams, nice feed to Theuerkauf, who hits another basket, and away from the play, Kennedy Moore went down. And I'm not sure if she
go down. I'm not sure if she stepped on an ankle or whatnot as she went down.
And you can see the big sigh there by Kennedy as she's helped up. And those of you who have played, you know what that feels like. As she's helped over to the sidelines. And giving them good minutes too out on the floor. So she'll check out, and coming in will be Malaya Coles. Johnson picks up her dribble. Now to Faye. She squares and fires. A rare miss for her. Now to Sorby. Spins in. Nowhere to go as Faye comes over to help out. So she'll wisely back it out. Wake will reset here.
Nice.
Yeah, nice find as Elise Williams cuts on the weak side.
So many times we've seen her catch the ball in the post and make the drop step and try to score, but she faced up that time, and you saw the weak side there, and that's an easy basket for Elise Williams.
Williams with 13 now. She's in double figures. Theuerkauf has 14. Lead is at 20 for Pitt. Miles drives in, Scooper is up and good.
Brooklyn in the house.
Under 5 left to go.
So there was a spin move.
Comes Miles again, all the way down, scoots around and back it out. Washenitz fires a 3 and a whistle off the ball underneath, and we'll see what this call is and get it to you when we come back. Here's Miles, though. Decides to keep this one herself. The Panthers are rolling. Difficulty continues for Wade. Coles just fouled out, so Hines is fouled out as well. And remember, Moore twisted her ankle, so they're down 3 bodies. Post players as we come back here for the final 4+.
Plus, don't forget seniors Tamia Jones and Alicia Andrews did not dress. Andrews been hampered all season with a foot injury and been able to rehab it, get back on the court, not play a little bit. So it's been a very frustrating year for her, I know. And Tamia Jones, the transfer from SMU, started off really quick and everything, and then had some nagging injuries, left the team for a short period of time. But I really liked her speed and energy, especially early in the year. Welcome addition to this basketball team. So, you know, those are players that you're going to miss. And then we've talked about Reagan Conley, a few times. And, certainly she has evolved as a player over the last couple of years, getting more time and delivering. I mean, she knocked down 38 threes last year, coming from 6 the year before. And going into this afternoon game, she had 48 threes. So, being a marks person, she has been able to do.
5 on the shot clock on this trip. Washenitz with it, just has to throw it up.
The contribution both from Hines and Coles, both coming off of knee injuries on different years and sitting out a season, come out and really played and been dominant many times in the post. And maybe undersized sometime against some players, but they've given a great thing. So if this is their last game, I think Hines has another year. She decides to use it. Then, we thank them all for their contributions and what they've been able to do to Wake Forest basketball. There have been some highs and there have been some lows, but they've continued to fight and play and not make excuses. And that's what I really appreciate, along with Coach Debbie and her staff. They, suit up every day.
Yep, you love the attitude, you love the fight, you love the will.
They were in a lot of basketball games that they just could not close.
Faye off the mark underneath. And Elise Williams, a senior from Raleigh, brings it up to Theuerkauf. And you know what Riley's going to keep doing. Keep coming at you.
There's still bullets in the chamber.
She's got 19 to lead the way for Wake Forest as Theuerkauf.
Wake Forest foul charge to 11.
Foul goes on Reagan Conley.
That's her third.
And the third of the game on Conley. Here with 2:30 left to go. Rare miscue on the feed to Faye. Theuerkauf in transition, scores again.
Nice shot.
She can score in so many different ways. There's a turnover. Sorby kicks it out. Three ball by Conley. Oh. Miles puts on the Jets.
Every time Conley takes a shot, she's set. You just think, okay, it's going to go in. That one rattles out. It was right on line.
Pretty shot there by Washenitz.
I'm impressed with her. You know, she makes a lot of good plays, and that tandem with she and Miles in there, boy, that's a really nice backcourt.
Theuerkauf one more time. Short.
And before I forget, I want to thank Wake Forest, the athletic department, everything they continue to do, but most important, our TV folks, not leaving out names, but especially, Everett and J.O. for all they do and all their hard work. Our crew's the best. I mean, they work hard. They're doing there, and some of them are splitting. They're over at baseball. They're constantly working and making this thing so. And I just want to thank them personally for all they continue to do for me and allowing me to be here. You're here today. And Lepler, I know if Lepler was here, he's talking somewhere, but if Lepler were here, he'd say the same thing. Thank
he would.
You. He'd argue about the point, why we have to thank him, but that's Lepler. But hey, I love it. And I just want to thank those guys and ladies for all they do and continued good work. And see you soon.
They have a hard job, which is to try to make us look good, right?
Oh gosh, yes. And they somehow make it work. A lot of graphics.
Well, Pitt will go to...
So thanks, guys and ladies. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well said, well said. Pitt will go to the bench now as Johnson, Miles, and Faye will leave here with 1:08 to go. And Pitt now will be scoreboard watching with an eye and Miami at Cal.
Well, they're already down here, so I hope you brought enough clothes. There you go.
And bank in there for Madison Jordan.
Played over at Panther Creek High School, was a champion, won a 4A state championship about right this time 2 years ago, and got potential to be a solid basketball player here at Wake.
And there's a bump by Reagan Conley.
Yeah, we're talking about what you can learn. And, every time I think about a game, I think about Everett's term. I got a slab for you. Now, I thought he was talking about ribs. No, it's a TV term, how you put the graphics up. So, Everett keeps giving me these new terms every year. What you got for me next year? I don't know, but slab and tombstone. Those of you that know, you know. So thanks, Everett. I appreciate that. Got a slab for you. I said, okay. I said, what kind of sauce? No, Stan, no. Been a good year. It's been a long year. Golly, November. There you go, Elise. Get another basket. And an outstanding career for Elise Williams.
Nice to see that shot go through for Elise Williams, the senior from Raleigh.
Mom and Dad attend almost every home game and a lot on the road. Great people. All the parents have been supportive. So, again, this is my last one, but thank you, everybody. Thank you.
So 13.7 here left. As the Pitt Panthers were able to impose their will here on the road today. Theuerkauf drives in, and she keeps playing even when this game's over. She's still going at it.
Wouldn't
Love
expect
that about
anything
it.
less.
That's her fifth.
Fifth foul of the game on Elmore, who will sub out here.
It is over the limit for the quarter.
And to the bench, they'll bring Johnson right back in.
Johnson still got 6 threes, I think, right? 5 or 6. I lost track. If she's got 5, she's tied her career best. If she got 6, she made it. That's 6 seconds, got a chance. Either way, you got a chance of doing something. She's got 5, so she's tied her best.
And Theuerkauf now with 23.
Yeah.
Great game for Rylie. And the Panthers will walk this one out as we go final here in Winston-Salem, 79-63, and now Pitt will await their